Okay, so in the terminal, we're going to start with sudo apt update. And depending on the last time you updated your operating system for Raspbian, this may take a little while. And then we're going to do sudo apt upgrade to install any updates that we need. Okay, when you get to this prompt at the bottom asking if you want to use the additional disk space, you're going to type Y. And again, this may take a little bit of time if you haven't upgraded for a while. And so since this is going to take some time, I'm going to pause the video, and then once this update is complete, we'll resume. Okay, we're back. That took about 10 minutes or so for that upgrade. Okay, next we're going to do sudo apt clean and then sudo pip3 install -- upgrade and then set up tools, all one word, and press enter. Okay, so next we want to put Adafruit Python shell on here, so we're going to type sudo pip3 install -- upgrade Adafruit Adafruit Python shell, and we'll press enter. Okay, and then we're going to download Adafruit's installation script and run the script to configure the CircuitPython. So we need to type wget //raspberry-pi with a capital PI, and then another dash, capital I installer dash capital S script, then /master with a lowercase m /raspi lowercase dash blinka BLINKA .py, and we'll press enter. Okay, and then we're going to type sudo python3 raspi -blinka .py. Okay, now we're going to be prompted to reboot, and we'll say Y for yes and press enter, and then we'll go ahead and wait for the reboot. Okay, looks like we're back up. So to use the touch sensor, we're going to also need to install that library of software. So let's drag our terminal back over here. And we're going to type sudo pip3 install Adafruit dash circuit Python, all one word, CIRCUIT and then a dash MPR121 and press enter. And that will install the software that we need for the capacitive touch sensor. And this might take us a little bit of time. Oh, there we go. Looks like that came through okay. Okay, now the next thing we want to do is go up into the Raspberry menu. We're going to go down to Preferences and then across to Raspberry Pi Configuration. And we want to make sure that I2C is enabled. So we're going to click into the middle here for interfaces and notice that the default setting for I2C on a clean install of Raspbian is disabled. So we'll go ahead and turn on SPI and I2C and click OK. Okay, now we're going to open the command terminal and we'll do sudo I2C detect -y1 and press enter. And if your capacitive touch board is installed and soldered correctly, you should have I2C detected. Okay, now we're going to go up to our programming menu and open up Python idle.